Trump pressed, threatened Pence to overturn election. Panel hears Washington. Former President Donald Trump pressured his vice chairman, Mike Pence, to overturn his 2020 election defeat, despite being told time and again it became unlawful to do so. Aides to Pence instructed the congressional committee investigating the January 6, 2021, attack on the U.S. Capitol on Thursday. Members of the Democratic-held House of Representatives Pick-Out Committee said Trump persisted his stress marketing campaign even though he knew a violent mob of his supporters become threatening the Capitol as Pence and lawmakers met to officially certify President Joe Biden's victory in the November 2020 election. The 9-member committee has used the first 3 of at least 6 public hearings this month to build a case that Trump's efforts to overturn his defeat amounted to unlawful behavior, a long way beyond everyday politics. Trump has time and again denied wrongdoing, whilst repeating his false accusations that he misplaced the election most effective due to giant fraud that benefited Democrat Biden. Trump and his supporters, inclusive of many Republican participants of Congress, push aside the January 6 panel as a political witch hunt. The certification vote on January 6 had ended up a focal point for Trump, who noticed it as a last-ditch threat to hold the presidency despite his loss on the polls. Mark Short, who became Pence's chief of group of workers, said in videotaped testimony that Pence told Trump, commonly, that he did now not have the authority to prevent the vote certification in Congress as the Republican president sought. Gregory Jacob, an attorney for Pence, stated the main proponent of that theory, attorney John Eastman, admitted in the front of the president days earlier than the attack that his plan to have Pence halt the process could violate the regulation. Eastman had argued that Pence should reject effects from sure states if he thought they were illegitimate, giving Republicans in the one states an possibility to declare Trump the victor despite the real vote count. Advisors to Pence advised the committee that concept had no foundation in regulation. It is breathtaking that those arguments even were conceived, let alone entertained through the President of the USA, former U.S. Appeals Court Judge J. Michael Luttig, and casual Pence advisor, said. Trump is broadly expected to run for president once more in 2024, and committee individuals and witnesses warned that he might not receive defeat no matter the actual final results. Today, almost years after that fateful day in January 2021, that still, Donald Trump and his allies and supporters are a clean and present threat to American democracy, Luttig said. The committee showed an electronic mail Eastman sent to Trump's lawyer, former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani, inquiring for a presidential pardon. Eastman by no means received one. Hang Mike Pence. The hearing featured several chilling clips of a number of the thousands of Trump supporters who descended on the Capitol after a rally in which Trump again and again criticized Pence, chanting for Pence to be pulled out of the constructing or hanged. Trump tweeted at 2:24 p.m., while the attack was happening, that Pence did no longer have the braveness to forestall the count number. It felt like he turned into pouring fuel on the hearth by means of tweeting that, Sarah Matthews, a Trump White House staffer, said in video testimony. Representative Pete Aguilar said a witness had informed the Federal Bureau of Investigation that the Proud Boys, one of the right-wing businesses participating within the Capitol attack, said the organization might have killed Pence in the event that they'd been capable of get to him. Committee participants stated Trump's remarks in opposition to Pence incited the crowd. The committee displayed pics of Pence sheltering in vicinity in the course of the riot. Jacob, who became with Pence for the duration of the assault, said he refused to leave and that he did not want to give the demonstrators the pride of forcing him from the constructing. The VP did now not need to take any hazard that the arena might see the Vice President of the USA fleeing the U.S. Capitol, he said. The assault at the Capitol behind schedule certification of the election for hours, injured more than 140 police officers and brought about several deaths. Even after police had suppressed the attack and reclaimed the Capitol, Eastman persisted to press Pence's group to overturn the vote. I implore you one remaining time, can the Vice President please do what we've been asking him to do those final days, suspend the joint session, ship it return to the states, Eastman wrote to Jacob at 11:44 p.m. in an email launched via the committee.